Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I welcome you once again to Nation Post. And today we take this opportunity to welcome our national basketball team. Today we talk about basketball and its influence to South Sudan as a country. Our national basketball team has participated at various levels. We've just seen recently they had a game in Cameroon with different countries, and then before that they had the MC in Kenya, and they represented us quite well. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I bring three gentlemen that represent our national basketball team. With me I have Tenyi, I have Kwany Kwany, who is the assistant captain, Tenyi is the captain, and we have Borbak, who is also a great player and part of the national team. So, gentlemen, thank you so much for the opportunity. And then we are going to just have a great discussion. And I'm going to begin with you, Tenyi. As the captain of the national basketball team, how does it feel to play for South Sudan?
Man, it's an amazing feeling, you know. Like this is, I don't know. I remember I told one of my guys. I told a story, and I said, when I was a kid, the first guy I saw was the Ronaldo. You guys remember the Brazilian soccer player? I first watched the World Tournament, and I said, I want to do that, but I want to do that for my country one day. I don't care what it is, whether it's going to be basketball, whether it's going to be soccer, running, anything. I just knew I wanted to represent my people at that stage because it's an amazing thing, man. It was I looked at it, I saw how everybody loved it, you know, how he played, and I wanted to do that, you know, and I wanted to affect my people like that. So it's a dream that I've been having since I was a kid, and to be able to do it, you know, with a group of guys like these guys, man, and to put on for the next generation, it's amazing. It's amazing. It's a dream come true. So you know, it's a blessing. It's something that you can't take for granted for sure. So I'm grateful. I'm just grateful to be here, to be part of it all. It's a great experience.
Yes, indeed, it has to be a great experience. And Kwany, you played quite well with all these guys.
Yeah.
And how was the experience
Yeah.
playing for the national team, representing the country?
Yeah.
You know, how does that make you feel?
It's definitely different from you know, playing all the other games because you know you've got the whole country supporting you. You know, it means so much more when you put on that jersey and it says South Sudan on the front. It's just like you know, it's I don't know how to explain it, but it feels good, man. Going out there, represent the country, especially when we played here in Kenya, seeing everybody, all the fans. That was just a surreal experience, and yeah, something that I'll always take with me every game that we play. I just know that we have the whole country supporting us. It's bringing us together. So, yeah, man, it's just a great feeling, great experience, and I just hope we can keep playing a lot more games and just put South Sudan out there on the map. So
Yeah, it must be a great feeling. Ball, I'm sure you played with the national team here at Nyayo Stadium, and the final game against Kenya, you saw how South Sudan is turned out. How did that make you feel, seeing your country behind your back, and then you are the one now representing all of them? How did that make you feel?
It's a huge honor to be able to represent my country. For me personally, it's all about the next generation, like being able to represent my country and being able to influence the next generation to be like, oh, hi, Bo, I really like your game, and seeing you play really inspires me to continue playing basketball. So being able to influence the next generation is a huge thing for me because it's about the next guy. It's not just about me, it's about the next guy, our whole country. And coming here for the first time in January was really overwhelming, but coming back again for the second time, it's like, okay, I know what we must do. And it's always been about the next guy and the next generation. So I'm really honored to be here.
It's a great feeling indeed. Kwany, there are a lot of very many youth in young South Sudanese who love basketball so much, and especially when they saw you people playing, they got inspired, But then they want to make it at the level that you guys have done. So how are you going to ensure that at least you find means of encouraging them not to give up, because they can as well represent the national team at some point?
Absolutely.
How are you encouraging them to continue with basketball?
No, absolutely, man. I think coming here, like, we saw them, like, all the kids that are playing here, South Sudan, Australia, everywhere, you know. And for the people here, it's hard because the opportunities sometimes are very limited. But like what I can say is just like, you know, just keep following your dreams. Like, you know, don't ever give up, because you never know who's watching, you know. Like coming here, like I've seen a lot of young kids who, it's just, a lot of them are reaching out to me, to a lot of the guys here on Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat. There's a lot of things that you can do to make sure you're ready for when the opportunity comes. And that's just, firstly, control what you can control. You know what I mean? And so, for a lot of the guys here, that's making sure you're the best player there is here, you're the hardest worker. Like, nowadays, everything is online, you know? So if you want to get better at something, you can control how much work you put in. You can control, like some people don't have access to a camera, but nowadays you can get one of your friends to record you, put it online. You know, you can go and look at workouts. How do I get better at my ball handling? How do I get better at shooting? How do I get better at dribbling? You know, well, a lot of these things are all online, and that's part of controlling what you can control. So once you do all of that, see what you can do to get yourself stronger. A lot of these things are all online, and I think if you do that, if you really go out there and show that I'm doing these things, you're making your mixtape, you're putting it out there, someone is always going to find you. And I guarantee you that. There's always somebody watching. If you do all of that and people see that you're serious about it, well, trust me, someone's going to help you get there. But all it is, control what you can control. If you know this way you want to go, put in the work. Reach out for help. Do what you can do, control what you can control, and just believe and trust that it's always going to work out. Especially now with South Sudan basketball, we have people at all different levels. And all of us are reachable. There's none of us here like, I'm too good. Like Bo said, it's all about the next generation. If we see someone young coming up, the next generation, we're going to help them. We're going to help them, because we know it's not about us, it's about the whole country, the whole generation. And so all I can say is just control what you can control. Go online, watch videos, how to get better. Make sure you have a little bit of video of you playing somewhere, or you put on your Facebook, your Instagram. Reach out to any of us for help. If you these are like Tenny, I want to be like Tenny, message him. What do you do every day to get better? How's your shot so good? I'm sure he'll get back to you and say, this is what I do. You're gonna play like ball, what do you do? Or how are you, so, you know, can you dunk all these things? Message him, he'll tell you this is what I do, you know what I mean? So all of us, we're all open to help the next generation, everybody. So all I can say is, just don't give up, control what you can control, reach out for all of us for help, and we'll always be here for you all.
Yeah, exactly, and you felt a lot of that when you came to play here in Kenya. But Tenny, you know, one of the challenges with South Sudan is that there are no facilities. You know, South Sudan is just a young country. You are the first captain for the national team, if I'm not mistaken. But one of the challenges these young people lack, you know, are the facilities. If you go to Juba right now, you'll find maybe 1 or 2 basketball courts, but they are not enough. Sometimes they have to pay. As the captain of the national team, is there something you are doing with the management, at least to find means of giving these young guys opportunities, at least for them to showcase their talent?
That's a good question. Yeah, definitely, man. We're working on it. You know, when I first went back, my first time ever in like over 20-something years, I've never been back to Africa since I left. So when I went back, I saw the new ball court. I saw the Cobra basketball court, Denver. Yeah. So I know they got 2 facilities over there, man. But myself, Lou, and the rest of the federations, they're working on stuff like that. They're trying to build more basketball courts. They're trying to, you know, it's trying to expand the basketball program more. And me and Kwani and I talk as well about the similar talk about, hey, we might go back and run a camp or, you know, get some facilities going. And but the thing is, we don't know people. I don't know people like that back home, so I can't really, you know. But I know Lou and all them other guys. They're working with it. They're trying to expand the courts more. They're trying to see if they can open more facilities. And the whole SSBF is behind it. And but you know, not having a court is not really an issue, because all you need is a basketball and a little space to work out. You know, that's all you need. All you need is some space. You don't need a whole big space to get some workouts in. All you need is get that ball, a little time, 10 minutes here, 20 minutes there, and you can get better. It doesn't matter about whether you got a hoop or not. It's just you can work on your ball handling, you can still work on your form, your defense. All you need is a little space. So I understand it's tough not having, you know, the same practices as everybody else, as you know, from the outside world. But you know, I think you know, a little safe, just a little space. That's all you need. You know.
There's no doubt. I'm sure the federation is working so much on that. Both being the first time or the first opportunity for you to represent the national team, how far do you see yourself in the team from here? How far do you see the team going? You know, do you see yourself achieving something as the national team? Do you see yourself being maybe the best in Africa with time to come?
For us right now, the sky is the limit for us because we have like so much talent all over the world. So even us here as a group here, if we don't succeed, there will be another group and another group. So eventually we're gonna get to world #1. So our goal is to reach those of Team USA. That's our original goal. And yeah, if we don't do it, there'll be another generation, and it keeps going on until we reach world
Just
#1.
have to be alone and be alone.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good thing. Kwanj, the team that represented South Sudan the first time you guys came, most of the players are from outside. You know, there were very few, maybe 1 or 2 local players, if I'm not wrong. And then also the team that represented South Sudan in Cameroon, most of the players also are from abroad. Yes, I don't know if there was a player from outside. But then that, I think, is a challenge for the people back home. Maybe they see, okay, maybe there are minimum chances of anyone being picked to represent the nation. And do you think that maybe there needs to be a balance at least for the local players to at least be lifted and
No, absolutely. It's the first time around we had about 15 players, and everybody tried out. And now even this time around we had 20 players. It was all mixed. It was all mixed with guys from here, some guys from Juba, some guys. Not sure if we have some guys from Uganda. So everyone was given equal opportunity to come and try out and you know, see how things go. And at the end of the day, everybody understands that. Everybody understands that whether you get picked or not, we're all going for one goal, all for the country, and everybody was there. They supported, you know, like those guys that came from Australia as well that didn't make the team. They still say, you know what, I'm here, I'm part of the country. It's not about me. It's about putting our country forward. So, so at the end of the day, like, for guys here, like that shouldn't discourage them at all. Like I said, if you control what you can control, the opportunities are going to come calling, you know. So, so for the guys here, that shouldn't don't be discouraged by that at all. Just know that if you come in, work hard, the opportunity is always going to be there. The coaches are going to see you. So if you come in, do what you have to do, kill it, do really well.
Stay focused.
There's no reason why you shouldn't be on the team, you know. So at the end of the day, they just went with the guys they thought was, you know, best, to give them the best opportunity to go out there and win. But at the same time, everyone has an opportunity to get in. It's just a matter of just being ready and just what you can provide and what you can do for the team.
Then, as I was about to ask you, many people have watched, they have followed South Sudan national basketball team playing, but then they don't know what's next from here. You know, the Cameroon games are done. Are there more tournaments coming up? What's the arrangement? When are we expecting you guys maybe to play again? Do you have any idea?
Look, so the Cameroon tournament just recently finished. So we did what we needed to do. You know, it was 2 games. We was meant to play 5 games, but some teams dropped out. So now we gotta wait for the next call. You know, we're gonna wait to hear about our future in the next couple of days. You know, so hopefully it will be good news. You know, that's what we pray for. Hopefully it's great news, because you never know what's going to happen, especially with this coronavirus thing that's happening. You know, some team could drop out, some team could do what, but we don't know what's happening. So just like the rest of them,
expect you to play anytime from here.
Expect the unexpected.
Okay.
That's what it is. That's the best way I can put it.
Okay.
Expect the unexpected. It could happen, it could not happen, but the coronavirus is tough. Got everybody on a whole nother you know, everybody going crazy. So, you know, but all I can say is, you know, stay ready. Just be ready, so you don't have to get ready. So, you know,
we're always ready to watch
you know,
people.
so
That's what
when the
you
opportunity
know. We're always
comes,
ready
yeah,
to see you guys
you
play.
know, but
Ball,
definitely.
as a national basketball, as a basketball player, what really inspired you to play basketball? Was it, did you like it? What made you decide that this is what I want to do?
Growing up, I played soccer and I did a lot of track. But one day we went to a basketball court and I grew up like we lived right next to each other, Kwani and I. And we went to a basketball court and then Kwani told me like, yo, why don't you try playing this game? Then I'm like, what is it? And then and then from then it was history from
Encouraged
then.
you to play, yeah?
Yeah, a lot of my cousins influenced me to play the game, and it just went on.
You just loved it from there.
Yeah.
What about your Kwani? Was it just trying or did you really want it to do?
Yeah, I think for me, like Bo said, coming from Africa, first going to Australia is just soccer, cross country, track, all of that, you know. And then
Nothing much about basketball.
nah, not a lot of people play basketball now. So I mean, like it was the same. Like, we started playing pretty much the same because we used to live right near each other, and then we used to have a basketball court there. Yeah, like all the guys used to play there, and we just started playing there just for fun, and that's what everyone used to do. So we also hang out there, play there. And then before you know it, started getting better. And then once we went and joined an actual team, that's when you're like, okay, maybe I can do this series. Yeah. So that's pretty much where it started, and then from there the rest is history.
Maybe there's a lot of talk that maybe with time, when everything goes well, people are hoping that maybe we shall be having basketball teams in your country.
Yeah.
Well, that's very important, you know. If we need to develop the basketball as a game,
Right.
we need to develop teams, we need to develop competitions and something. But I think that responsibility lies upon you people that have seen how it is done outside there. Don't you think that maybe with time we'll come back home, try to develop some, you know, energy, create teams?
Listen. I told these guys the other day, I am ready to move back home and play for any of the teams that that's going. You know,
because right now I don't think there are basketball teams because it's just they might be there, but a few of them.
Yeah,
you know,
it's
but we need to develop. We need it to grow. And
definitely. It starts with us though. It starts with the guys that are outside. You know what I mean? The guys that already established, you know, some sort of foundation for themselves outside. You gotta bring that back home. You know, that's what I tell people. Like, at the end of the day, you go out to go learn. And then you come back to teach. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
exactly.
it's all gonna be on us, like you said. So I think, you know, us knowing what we know, you know, eventually we all gonna come back home and play. But I'm not gonna lie, if it's, you know, all it takes is for somebody to spark the thing. But if there's, you know, if there's no kind of, how can I say this? I don't put this out in a way where we don't want to incriminate you some sort of way. Okay, look, if it's, I say this, if the drama is what driving everybody out.
exactly.
You know what I mean? So if all that goes down and all that
everything cools down, then
you know, because
exactly, you're
it's
right.
not just the sports people, man.
Yeah.
It's
A lot of it.
a lot of other things. So, yeah, you got guys that are accountants, architects that want to come back home.
But the future is bright for us.
You know, it's a bright future. You know, that's why they said that bright star is really bright.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
everything needs to quiet down at home first, so then everybody can come back and say, hey,
Exactly.
you know, I can do this, I can help them. But if it's not safe, nobody wants to go nowhere. You know what I mean? So all they have to do.
We just hope that everything goes on well, and then
Yeah.
maybe we hope the future maybe is bright for all of
Yeah.
us, and everybody
Yeah.
gotta do what is good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Bol, what would you say to the young South Sudanese that are out there watching you? Maybe they want to hear your final words.
Yeah. Like Connie said, control what you can control, and that's working on your game, working on your body. Always trying to see what you can get better at. Whenever you play, don't play to your strength. If you're playing with your friends, play to your weaknesses. So if you're good going right, go left. If you can't shoot as much as you can. Always try and get better. That's pretty much all I can say. Just keep getting better. Somebody's gonna call you. If they don't, you still keep working. Something is gonna come.
Just like what you
Yeah.
said, somebody's seen.
What people need to understand is yes, the NBA is what everybody wants to achieve, but you gotta also know that there's other leagues too. It's not just the
It's
NBA.
not just about NBA.
Yeah,
You know,
so
you can just even succeed even when you're doing your best.
yeah.
It's all about working hard.
Mhm.
Yeah. What about you, Koy, as the assistant captain for the national team? You know, maybe there are youth there that are good and talented at basketball, but then they want to give up. There's some of them, they are taken away by a lot of, you know, very many mischievous things, you know, drugs and a lot of things that are not necessary. Maybe you need to tell them something to stay focused. Yeah.
No, absolutely. I think just for the youth out there and everyone, obviously, that sometimes feel discouraged, just like I said before, control what you can control, try and get better every single day, improve, write your goals down, and sometimes the thing about basketball is like you can use basketball to go where you want, like where you want to go. It doesn't have to be to
It's not just about the
NBA.
game,
Yeah, it's not all about basketball. Use basketball to get an education. Use basketball to make connections. You know, use basketball to
Make friends.
to make friends. Exactly.
You know.
Like use basketball as a tool to. There's so many things you can do that to basketball. It's not all about NBA. You know what I mean? But that's everybody's goal. But through basketball, a lot of people were able to go to college, get a degree, even though they didn't end up playing basketball.
It's all about discipline.
Exactly. Yeah. You were able to get a job through that, and then not only that, it teaches you so much life skills: discipline, hard work, dedication, networking. It's going to teach you so many things in life that like without it, you might not have been able to get. So use that as a tool to like to better yourself. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, it's a win-win situation. And regardless of what happens, it's a win-win situation. You went out there, you did the best you could. And things are always gonna get better, Like all I can say is, once again, control what you can control, try and get better, and just always. So everyone here on the South Sudan basketball team, you can always reach out to us, ask us any questions. You wanna get better? How do I do this? How do I do that? What do I need to do? Maybe I need help going to college. What do I need to do? Anything. You can just
always somebody there.
You can always, there's always someone here to help us. We're all in this together, and it's all about helping each other. So just do your best to get better. Reach out for us if you need help, and just keep on getting better. That's all I can say.
Yeah, that's a good thing. Tenny, I'm sure growing up or playing basketball, wasn't always easy, But then it's just the same story with a lot of youths outside there. As the captain of the team, someone that many people look up to. What can you really tell them? The very many people that look up to you outside there.
Man, growing up, I had one thing in my head, which was to never give up. Never give up. No matter what adversity you're facing, no matter what problems you got, as long as you smile, bro, as long as you smile, you keep going and believe in yourself. I don't care what anybody say. Believe in yourself at first. Believe that you can get it done. There's no such thing as I can't. You can do anything that you can put your mind into it. So, growing up, I've always been a little guy, undersized wherever I go. People never measure, they measure your height, they measure your weight, they measure how tall you are. One thing they never measure is your heart. So you put your heart into it, you believe in yourself, you can make anything happen. So one thing that I've always had, and one thing that I say God bless me with is work ethic and believing in myself. I've never, there's not one thing, there's not one thing that I don't think I can do. I swear to God, I believe I can fly to the moon without flying. You know what I mean? But that's just me. That's what I tell myself every day. That's what I believe because, whether it's the truth or not, I believe in it. So just keep working hard, man. Don't ever fall short. Don't settle for anything less, Just keep working, man. But most importantly, man, have faith. Have faith and pray every day and just believe in yourself. That's all I can really tell all my people. Well, it's hot in here, bro. It's hot in here.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, just hard work beats anything. You know, just if you've heard it before from Kevin Durant, hard work beats talent when talent fails to work hard. So all you gotta do is just keep working hard, you know, and stay focused, and don't worry about the little side distractions, you know, and understand you're gonna run into a brick wall, you know. The best way to run through a brick wall is, you know, the best way to beat a brick wall is you gotta chop it down one by one. Same thing I was telling Kwani one time. You're not gonna chop a whole tree with one swing.
Punch,
You gotta chip away from it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, you gotta chip away. Same thing with life. Everything that you do, it's a step. You know, you gotta walk and keep walking and just keep believing. You know. So
Definitely.
man, boy, it's hard. Bro, hang on.
Thank you.
You might have to do this again, bro.
Thank you so much, guys. We really appreciate this opportunity you've given us to share with you. I'm sure with your strong words and the way you've encouraged very many people outside there, it's really, I'm sure you uplifted them, you know. Many people, they were at the point of giving up. But I'm sure after listening to you, someone will go outside there, look for the shoes and stuff like that, and again go back to the field. So thank you so much, and I would also like to thank the viewers of Nation Post for this opportunity, for listening to us and for sharing with us as well. This has been a great interaction, this has been a great session, and thank you so much. We look forward to meeting you next time. Have a good day.